with my family traveling down for the holidays, and I always like to indulge them their cravings. My sister has been bragging about a particular lasagna that she tried back home. Now that ain't good for my professional pride. Don't forget to subscribe and hit on the bell icon as we create a Lasagna Bianco with a twist of green goddess and make it truly our own. My hot cast iron gets a slathering of some olive oil, about 20 to 25 mils. And as we allow that to get hot, we're going to take nearly 30 grams of salted yellow butter and drop it in. Just allow them to melt together and infuse. In goes 2 red onions, just roughly cut up. And we're just going to allow it to saute and get luscious pink in color. 2 leeks shriveled up, splash right into the pan. Infuse this with about a tablespoon of beautiful garlic paste and just allow the flavors to merge with each other. 1 green zucchini and a yellow squash going right in, cut into dices. As the vegetables just begin sweating, in goes the beautiful green peppers, 2 to 3 of them, 2 yellow peppers and 2 red peppers. A large hearty bowl of some amazing vegetables get tossed together and cooked to perfection. 8 to 10 minutes of my vegetable medley sauteing away to glory. It gets a sprinkling of some celery sea salt, just to give it that burst of flavor, along with 6 to 8 peppers medley, spiking the entire creation up. Now a Lasagna Bianco always needs to have a white sauce, and that just make it and keep it, and add a lot of herbs with some nutmeg and pepper in it and let it settle on the side. So into a tray goes firstly some water down, and this is a trick that I learned to ensure that your lasagna is nice and moist. Into that you just layer your lasagna sheets. I ain't blanching them and creating quite a mess. So I'm going to put them whole and allow them to blanch as they cook. What a fun way of creating this, right? So 6 sheets at the base. I'm going to nestle my vegetable medley scattered on top. I'm going to divide it into 3 parts so I get 3 distinct layers. My homemade basil pesto that I always have lying around, and this gives it that gorgeous, beautiful green goddess element. So 4 large scoops of that, and the white sauce just scatters on top. Now the 6 sheets sandwich on top, just press it down slightly so that it holds everything together in perfect unison. Now this gets the gooiness of some beautiful English, beautiful cheddar, mild, so you just sprinkle it on the second layer, and I like to do that because it's a burst of flavor right within. So sprinkle that, and it's time to sandwich the topmost layer in. Sealing this tray of goodness is the final sheet right on top, and this gives it that pretty finish. And this is a trick that you need to always do to ensure that you have a last level of lasagna sheets right on top. Smash everything down so it holds perfectly well together. Just going to empty all that remaining white sauce on top and overload it with some Parmesan cheese. Adjusting seasonings is extremely important. So a sprinkling of some celery sea salt on top. And lastly, we're just going to finish it with all that leftover mild cheddar, because how can a lasagna not be cheesy and overloaded? So mild cheddar on top, and finally the heart of the lasagna that nestles right on top is some gorgeous Parmesan cheese. And I just sprinkle nearly 50 to 100 grams right on top. A last minute kiss of some parsley just to give it that green goddess color. And this goes into a preheated oven at 180 degrees centigrade for just about 45 minutes. Last minute advice, and the scent having been approved by Her Majesty, this gorgeous lasagna is ready to be dug right into. This lasagna of mine, though nailed spot on, is a cross between a green goddess and a Bianco. The flavors are intense yet an indulgent treat. I always like to make a large batch because I prefer freezing some to enjoy 2 or 3 weeks later. That's a food hack and a trick all by itself. I hope you enjoyed creating this one with me. Eccentric flavors coming together, but the end result, a decadent meal. Don't forget to share loads of love by hitting on the like button. Stay safe, stay blessed, and don't forget to leave a note below.